family.
Bar Stool Sports.
Are Titus, Brandon Walker, mostly sports.
Some of these hooks. There we go.
That's smart. That's real smart. To hang your headphones there, so yeah.
So you know where they're at.
Yeah, I didn't know where my headphones
Yeah, I just put mine right there.
on the
I
hook.
know where they're at every time.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today is Wednesday, November 20th. We are live from Chicago, and you are never going to believe
Oh my God! Wait till you hear this.
how many degrees Fahrenheit
Oh boy!
there should be in your ice-cold shot of Jägermeister. Now, a lot of you,
At least 10.
if you had elementary science, if you had an understanding of elementary science, if you, I assume that most of our audience has a high school diploma. Maybe not. I don't know. You don't even need a high school diploma, Brandon, to know that ice cold generally means at least 32 degrees Fahrenheit, right? That's what we think of when we think of ice cold.
Sure, because anything below that's freezing.
I'm here to tell you can go colder.
Mm-hmm.
32 degrees is not the bottom of ice cold. We can go colder. You can get all the way down, and this is true.
Shoot, that's pretty cold.
This is true. You can get all the way down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Damn, that's cold.
And that, my friends, is how you should be drinking your ice-cold shots of Jägermeister. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, or maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers the frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister, the core, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
God, I never even thought about this question.
Can we,
Oh.
can I answer my own question?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Can we not yell about college football today?
Nope, we sure can't.
I don't want to get fired up, but I don't want to yell about college football, but
you don't have to because
but yell about college football, Brandon.
Bless you.
What was that? Holy shit!
Why are you sneezing?
Did you bless yourself in the sneeze?
Why are you
Allergic to the
sneezing?
bullshit, I guess.
He leaned into the mic for that.
That was the loudest sneeze in mostly sports history.
He self-bless you.
Why are you sneezing?
Did you self-bless you?
I don't think so.
What
I
do
didn't
you,
bless
What do you
you.
think you heard?
I thought you literally said bless.
Who
You
said
thought he said bless
I
during
said
the
bless
sneeze?
you.
Oh.
No. I heard it all at once.
say
it
bless
all
you?
it all ran together.
Say bless you during the sneeze?
I think it was very, very, very close after, but not during. No.
There's a famous instance, and really famous is overstating it, of an athlete blessing himself during an interview as he sneezed. And I'm going to ask the chat to dig that up for me, because asking the Couch Boys at this point is
This is useless. Yes.
it's useless.
Yes.
Quinn Williams.
Whoa.
Oh.
Who are
think
you
this
and
is-
what did you do with Connor?
Is this a tryout? You think?
Wow.
I was talking with Tate before the show. He kind of rubbed off on me.
Why did
Yeah?
Tate? What? Why?
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Well, when Tate was on the couch, I guess it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was just
He actually put in
speedy.
effort. Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
And-
he was killing it with Google.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to take my job. So now I feel him on my back. And he was
Connor.
He was rubbing off on
You
me.
gotta
Crazy,
stop.
dude.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
He was rubbing off on you, and you feel him on your back.
Yeah, I just feel him kind of like coming from behind.
Yeah, here it is.
Character things. Listen.
That's good shit.
He's a
That's
funny
good
guy.
shit.
Let me tell you one goddamn thing. We have, I think on this show, we've been focusing on sort of the wrong thing because Indiana's number. I realized this last night. All this talk about Indiana, and Indiana fans kind of talk like they're being disrespected, and people in the SEC talk like Indiana is garbage. Okay, whatever. Indiana's number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana's got like plenty of leeway as long as they don't completely, and I mean like historically, shit the bed this week. I think they're fine. I think we're arguing about the wrong team. I do think there are other things to argue about here, but last night, Boise's in the 4 spot. The groundwork is being laid for the Big 12 to not be in this thing. Do y'all understand that?
Yeah.
The groundwork is being laid. You've got who's the first Big 12 team? It's BYU down there at 14, right? I believe they're at
And
14.
Colorado at 16.
Yeah, you have BYU down there at 12. Excuse me. The BYU's at 12, but BYU is in trouble this weekend. Arizona State's going to beat them. Colorado doesn't have the easiest game. This road is fraught with peril this week. They've got Kansas on the road. Kansas has been fucking everybody.
Right.
And then you would probably have Arizona State as the highest-ranked Big 12 team. They could lose coming down the stretch, either their last game or the Big 12 championship. Like the Big 12, the road to them not being in this at all is not very long.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, Colorado has a path, but the Big 12 as a whole might not.
No, their path might
somehow-
their path might dead end.
Colorado might be the only path.
They might be the only path. Yeah.
Well, BYU definitely has one, but that necessitates them beating Arizona State
It's
on
a
the road.
hard path. It's a little bit of
and I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can beat Arizona State on the road because I think BYU.
And then they're
going to
have to beat probably Colorado.
in the Big 12 championship game. Yeah. Colorado does have a path, but again, the path that Colorado has to travel isn't easy with Kansas on the road and then Big 12 championship game. It's not that big of a stretch to think the first playoff ever, no Big 12 team. Now, does that open the door for a second Group of 5 team? I would think under certain circumstances it would. If Army was to beat Notre Dame, that could happen. And maybe Tulane makes a late run, although I think this Tulane push is a little silly.
But that's what's going to have to happen, right? To leave the Big 12 out?
Yeah.
They're going so it's
No, not necessarily. Just the Big 12 just losing those games that I said to you. Colorado losing to Kansas, BYU losing to Arizona State, and then Arizona State maybe losing one. I think that gets you there.
But the Army Tulane is one of those.
That's the only scenario.
They're going to have to jump the Big 12 champion.
Yeah.
To push the Big 12 out.
It would have to be that like Tulane finishes.
Oh, because it has to be 5 conference.
It has to be 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would have to be a scenario where like Tulane or Army finishes probably, and I don't think they would get into the top 12. They finish around like maybe 15, 16, and the Big 12 champ is like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Because Tulane's coming. If they smash Memphis in the fucking face in their last game and they beat Army in the AAC championship game, They got a real shot. Their only loss this year at Kansas State.
No, it's home.
Versus Kansas State, a game that they choked away.
Yeah.
With a freshman quarterback, and then at Oklahoma, which since then they've just been kicking people's teeth out. And obviously the strength of competition has dropped a little bit, but they could steal if they get in, they could win a game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They could win
theoretically. But if they get in and they're the 12th seed going on the road to
Ohio State,
or Oregon.
That's a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
They're live.
The theory,
I think they're live.
I understand what you're saying in like the grand picture, but then the reality is they're probably going to have to go to either Eugene or Columbus.
If they get in, I will bet them to win their game.
Now, there's been a lot of fervor about teams being ranked in the wrong places, and I don't know how much of that there is this week. However, I know one. I don't really understand if Indiana is getting pressure for not having beaten anybody and having a terrible schedule. How is Miami still at 8? You've got 7 Alabama. You've got 9. Hold on. Because, again, I'm looking at the wrong things. You got 7 Alabama, you got 9 Ole Miss, you got 10 Georgia, and right in the middle of those teams is Miami, who has tried to lose like 4 or 5 times. Has only succeeded in doing that once, but they're number 8. I don't really get that. I don't get what props them up at 8. I really don't understand Alabama being the highest ranked SEC team that has 2 losses. Why is Alabama ranked over Georgia? Somebody answer me that question.
I can't do it, Brandon. I can't do that for you.
If we're doing alphabetical, A comes before G.
Yeah, that's fine. But really, it's just because the committee hasn't gotten rid of one factor that they should have, and that is recency bias. Mm-hmm. When you lose when you lose affects these numbers. Yeah. The only reason Alabama's ahead of Georgia is because Georgia lost last weekend, and Alabama hasn't lost in a couple weeks.
You don't think it matters a whole lot when you lose?
Not especially. I know there's arguments for momentum and there's arguments for finishing strong, but I don't know that Alabama's like finishing crazy. They just haven't had a losable game recently.
I mean, technically, you could say on the road in Baton Rouge,
LSU's not any good. LSU's just not any good.
Rivalry game, it could be losable, and they thumped them.
LSU's ass.
Yeah, LSU's ass. And Georgia had to go to Oxford to another top 10 team in November. Alabama doesn't have to do that. So naturally, don't you think Georgia had a loss on the schedule where Alabama just doesn't have one in November?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Not saying I believe it, but just to play devil's advocate and maybe be the Alabama supporter here in this conversation.
Sure.
Is the reason why we look at LSU as ass partially because Alabama went in there and thumped them?
No, it's because they've lost 4 games.
They lost to USC.
They got gifted one against South Carolina. They lost to USC. Like, this is just not a very good team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Didn't know if we were having these conversations about LSU being ass before the Alabama game.
It's probably happening in the chat, but obviously Alabama has the head-to-head over Georgia. But when you have so many teams tied, I think when you have 4 or 5 teams with 2 losses in the SEC, I think you go away from head-to-head a little bit.
Head-to-head matters for like Oregon, Ohio State.
Agreed.
When you have like those 2 teams, which one's better? Well, we saw it.
When one team has lost once and it's to that team.
It's that team. Yeah, that's pretty clear cut. But when
Alabama's lost twice, Georgia's lost twice, you have to weigh other factors. You have to weigh the fact that Georgia's played 3 top 10 teams on the road. You have to weigh the fact that one of Alabama's losses is to Vanderbilt, which is everybody wants to say, oh, Vanderbilt's pretty good this year. Yeah, they are for Vanderbilt. They're still not like good.
Well, let me ask you this. In trying to suss out the SEC, which seems to be the big question going into these projections every single week, does the seeding actually matter, do you think? Do you think in the end, like if Alabama is the 10, like if we're looking at Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss are the 9, 10, 11, do you think that ultimately that's going to matter for any of these teams? Is there like everyone's going to want to play Indiana? Is that what we think?
I think there'd be a rush to play Indiana, yeah. But I mean, I guess.
But if Indiana loses, they're going to fall out of the 7 probably. And even if Indiana's still in the playoff, it stands to reason that Indiana loses on Saturday, falls out of the they're going to fall out of 7 even if they stay in the playoffs. So maybe, but then at that maybe they fall to the Maybe they fall to the 10, and then you get to be the. I don't know.
The only way,
but does the seeding actually matter? If we're arguing about Bama, Georgia, does that actually matter? Is it like?
Well, it'll matter if one of them gets to a home game line.
Yeah, that's true.
If one of them if Alabama plays a home game against, I'm just going to throw a team out, Miami, and Georgia has to go to Penn State. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Because the other thing I'm noticing, and I find this interesting, I don't know if this is on purpose, but it feels like it might be, that there is that mess of SEC. Is there a world where they're playing each other in the first round? Because the fact that the bracket came out and and it worked out nicely that all these SEC teams are all not playing each other.
It's crazy how
It's crazy how that worked out.
But if there's 4 teams in that, and there's 8 teams right in the first week. If there's 4 teams from the SEC, it's going to be hard not to have a little bit of overlap somewhere. I guess
you would think that one of them is going to have to.
You got 4 games and all of them have an SEC team. Again, that would be very convenient that it worked out like that.
So if Indiana loses, they fall out of the 7. Say they fall to like the 10 or the 11. Notre Dame would go up to 7. And then the 8-9 game would be Bama, Ole Miss.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But you and I both know they're going to find a way to make sure the SEC teams don't play each other in the first round.
But would they? Because let's just be honest. Let's put all the cards on the table. Sankey's got some power here, right? Sankey's.
Yeah.
Sankey's got some power. Alabama, Ole Miss guarantees he's getting him a team through there, right? So is he?
Yeah, but he's got power, but he's also got ego, and he's got like why don't we just get as many to the next round as we can?
Yeah,
and he's gonna see it that way. He's gonna say like, yes, line my boys up against Penn State, Notre Dame, and Indiana. We'll win all 3 of those.
It's still fucking everything up. This stupid auto buy thing.
Yeah.
Like looking at Miami as the 3 seed and Boise State as the 4, and all credit to Boise State. Like I'm a big Boise State backer here. I think they deserve to get in over the Big 12 champ. I think they deserve a higher seed than the Big 12 champ. They've got a good resume. They got the 1 3-point loss against the number 1 team in the country. So, but Miami is the 3 seed, and whoever Ohio State is the 5 is a little stupid.
It's very stupid.
Very stupid.
Very stupid.
And I understand this is the first year that we did this, but I think we need to take this lesson and get rid of the auto buys and give the auto buys, not get rid of the auto buys, but give the buys to teams who earn it and deserve it, and not to teams that might win a lower conference.
And we're gonna have this problem again, where the second best team becomes the 5 seed. It's happening in the Big Ten this year, but it's just as likely to happen in the SEC next year or any year moving forward. Why would you not want a system where you're on paper it's going to be the 2 best teams meeting in the national championship, and you have a situation where right now the consensus seems to be that Ohio State and Oregon are the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
But there is no real world where Ohio State's going to fall. And if they do, I mean, like Ohio State loses on Saturday, then they're no longer considered the second best team. But we're going to go into the fucking college football playoff with the 2 best teams set to meet in the semifinal.
Well, that's a problem.
That's a massive problem.
That's a problem with the auto buy.
Yeah.
Ohio State should be able to slide into, or let's say Ohio State beats Oregon in the conference championship game. Oregon should just probably fall to 2 or 3, no worse than 3 probably.
Yeah,
so
and then they're going to be the 5.
They certainly shouldn't fall to 5. But, I don't know.
And
it's kind of a soft blow because you fall out, but you also get the home game and you get the.
I'm less worried about that, and I'm more worried about I'm not worried about like Oregon not getting the good draw or Ohio State not getting the good draw. I'm worried about like if you're a college football fan, you want to see a bracket where it's like these 2 teams are on opposite sides of the bracket. That's how every tournament should work. Is like these are the 2 best teams. Let's make it so they meet in the championship if everything goes chalk.
Yeah.
And you could say this year's just a weird year, and you have 2 teams in the same. It's going to happen in the SEC next year. It's just as likely that Bama and Georgia are the top 2 teams, and then one of them's the 1 and one of them's the 5, and they're set to meet in the semifinal instead of the championship. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Ebo, I held out hope that the committee would at least look at each other and say, hey, why do we have Miami as the auto bid here from the ACC and not the undefeated team in the conference, not SMU? They didn't do that.
Yeah, they didn't do that, and they also noted another, back to your when you lose thing, SMU and BYU. SMU one slot ahead of BYU. They played this year.
Again, I don't really I'm a little over this idea that head-to-head is the be-all, end-all of everything. I understand that they did play, but since that day, SMU's been way fucking better than BYU. Way better. Not even close.
But I think it's fair. I think if I were doing it, I wouldn't have dropped BYU out. I'd have Miami out, SMU and BYU both in that top 12 probably.
Really?
I'd have SMU as the ACC team. BYU obviously is the Big 12 team. Both in though. I'd have them both in above where they are now, and I'd have Miami below both of them.
I don't understand things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand things.
I would probably slot Miami like at 14, and I'd probably slide them both up.
How long will it be before I look at their top 25 ranking, then I look at their bracket, and I don't get confused a little bit?
Yes, because I mean BYU.
It's confusing.
They dropped BYU out.
BYU's 14.
They dropped them to 14 solely because if they don't want the Big 12 in.
Right.
They're like
they laid the groundwork.
They're like screaming like we don't think the Big 12 deserves a spot.
I think they're right. I mean the Big 12 is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
What's a bigger smack in the face to a conference? The fact that SMU, who for a good stretch of the season was undefeated, they're still undefeated in conference play.
Sure.
Is not even the highest ranked conference team, or the fact that the Big 12, the conference just like isn't even in the picture. I think the fact that SMU is being treated this bad as the leader in one of the Power 4 conferences is a huge smack in the face to just how much they care about the ACC.
It's not, is it a smack in the face to the ACC? Because they're giving preferential treatment to an ACC team in Miami.
But I think it's partially because it's Miami.
What is Miami? Remind me, like, what? I know you're not high on them, but what have they done to earn this?
Preseason.
It's just preseason. It's just inertia.
They had preseason expectations, and then week 1 they destroyed Florida, and we thought it was a big deal at the time, or people thought it was a big deal at the time. They immediately jumped up and they joined this like 8 to 12 range, and they followed that up with a couple of good games. And then once they got to, I can't remember the first game they struggled with, Virginia Tech maybe. Once they got to Virginia Tech,
that was the Hail Mary.
It's been Struggle City every week.
Yeah.
And the committee has just refused to admit that Miami is barely hanging on. In fact, their last game they didn't hang on. They got beat by Georgia Tech. So the committee's like refusing to admit that Miami probably should have never.
Yeah, like if Miami was preseason ranked 21st, where would they be ranked right now?
I don't know where they were. Were they like 15th or something?
Pull it up.
If they were preseason unranked, if they were, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, if they came from where Indiana came from.
Yeah. Where would Miami be ranked right now?
They were 19.
They were 19. So if they were ranked preseason 21st, it'd probably not change much.
Wouldn't change much because that's only 2 spots. Yeah,
that's a bad hypothetical.
But then I'll look and see where they went.
That's a bad.
I mean, it's a similar situation to where like Indiana is, where if you look at their schedule originally, it's like we look at some teams on here like that were a lot better than we thought, or much worse than we thought they were going to be. Like Florida, we thought South Florida would be like not an elite team, but like a really good American contender. They have kind of struggled in their conference season. Their quarterback's been out, but like at Cal at the time, we're like, oh, Cal's like sneaky good. They're 1-5 in the ACC.
Yeah.
Florida State, worst team.
That's right.
They also had a miracle to beat Cal.
Yeah. They were lucky to beat Cal.
Miami was 19 in the preseason, but once they beat Florida in week 1, they jumped up 7 spots to 12 because people put so much weight on that. Yeah.
Now we're doing all this discussing and everything. One thing people won't admit, they look at this and they're like, let's argue about these teams right now because this feels like it's going to be close to what it is. This weekend is fraught with peril, Mark. It is fraught with peril. Fraught.
Fraught.
It is fraught. Peril.
Can you give the language
of
origin?
Fraught.
Fraught. It is the fraught with peril.
FROT.
No.
Fraught.
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 Fraught. Start again.
FPH.
No.
R.
No.
AU.
Fraught.
Fraught.
It is fraught.
Fraught.
Fraught with peril.
Fraught.
FRAU.
AG.
AU.
Well, you said the U.
Okay.
That was a team.
Well, who's doing it?
Okay. F.
Yeah.
Let's do back and forth.
Okay.
Ping pong. Go.
F.
Okay.
All right. Who gets first serve?
Okay, you go first.
Let's do PING for.
Okay.
All right. P.
I.
N.
G.
Fuck.
Okay, so I go first.
Okay.
F.
R.
A.
U.
G.
H.
D. Fraud.
Fraught.
Oh, that's fraud.
It's fraught with peril. fraught with peril.
Ohio State, Indiana's
Ohio State,
the one
Indiana
everyone has circled. What
Notre
else?
Dame,
Talk to us
Army.
about the rest of them.
Ole Miss at Florida. That's
Okay.
not a pleasant trip. Colorado at Kansas is not a pleasant trip. I should have had this more ready. I heard you say something that I found interesting.
I think Oklahoma's
A live dog
I think they're live.
with Alabama.
And I think people just write off Oklahoma. They're like, oh, they stink. They're not good,
Yeah.
but they're live.
I mean, Alabama has shown. Sure, they're whatever number. Like they're a remarkably beatable team. They lost to Vanderbilt, guys.
They're very erratic, if nothing else. Like
Yeah.
they can look awesome, but they we've talked about that all season. They're undisciplined and
Yeah.
play down to the level of their competition.
And Oklahoma's defense is good enough to make Milroe average, which is
They stay
if you
in
do
games.
that.
They probably should have beat. I mean, Missouri's not the greatest win, but they probably should have beat Missouri.
Yeah.
They hung with Ole Miss for they led
did,
at the half
yeah.
with Ole Miss. Like they're frisky,
Mhm.
and this is the time of year where it's like you go in conference assuming cakewalk road game, and you get stung.
Where does Georgia play Georgia Tech? Don't say the state of Georgia. Anybody could.
That's
I believe-
at Georgia.
I believe they are making it it's a neutral site.
It's
correct?
not this year a neutral site. I
It's
thought it was in the future a
Athens.
neutral site, right?
This year is Athens. Lock me in on Athens, Georgia.
Anybody
Between the hedges.
Again, anybody could look that up.
It is at Georgia, but yeah, they are the plan is to make it a neutral site game in the future.
Yeah, in the Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
In the Benz.
But it's at Athens.
Georgia loves to do we're playing a neutral site regular season
In
game.
Atlanta.
That's hard, and it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
their biggest hub. It's like actually easier for them to fill the stadium than at a home game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because A, Athens is an hour away. B, there's probably more Georgia grads in the city of Atlanta than anywhere else on earth. No, that's almost certainly true.
No, they're definitely are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is their hub.
I thought Athens was in Greece.
No, it's in Ohio.
Oh.
It's where Ricky Hunt plays football. Yeah. Athens.
Heisman winner?
Ricky Heisman, as they call him. Speaking of Ohio, can I be a sad boy for a second?
Yeah, I want to get one more committee thing.
Okay, do one more committee.
Because listen, Brandon Walker tells the truth. I tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And I tell the truth when you Big Ten bitches are being bitches about the SEC. I tell the truth when the SEC is getting preferential treatment. And frankly, the fact that this committee continues to rank Missouri at number 23, they continue to rank a Missouri team who every time they have a decent game this year just gets their doors blown off. And they lost to a solid-ish South Carolina team the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They're 7-3. They've beaten nobody. The doors have been blown off a couple times. Missouri's not good, and the committee continues to rank them. So these SEC resumes look a little better. That's what I believe.
Huh.
Hey, I tell the truth.
Huh.
I'm not a Big Ten honk.
No.
Or an SEC.
No, I do think you're telling the truth. That's
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about it that way, Brandon, until you said it.
They were 23 last. No, they were.
That's a
Were they
like a great
24
point.
last week or 23 last week? I think they were.
Huh.
They were either.
They were 23.
They were 23 last week. They lost to South Carolina. They dropped no places.
0 spots.
0 spots.
Huh.
when they lost by 31 to Texas A&M and 34 to Alabama.
Correct. Now, be a sad boy.
Ohio State center Seth McLaughlin tore his Achilles yesterday.
Yeah, that was dumb.
And
Why do you do that?
Josh Simmons is already out. He got hurt in the Oregon game. We are down our 2 best offensive linemen, and I think this is bad. Is what I would say to this. Yeah, McLaughlin is a guy that I think became famous last year in the
The
Rose
bad
Bowl.
snaps.
Yeah, for the bad snaps, hitting his own ass. He's been like All-American good this year, and offensive linemen are guys that you never talk about unless they suck, and when they're good, they're just a unit. When the offensive line is good, you're just like, that's a good unit. When it's bad, it's you point out individuals and why they suck and why they're fucking up. But yeah, what has the silver lining of going into the season, like the questions were around how good this offensive line would be, and there were a couple individuals that I think Ohio State people were really high on, and now both of those individuals are out. And the line has been good since the Oregon game.
Yeah.
I think Nebraska we were bad, but like we've patched it together. And we had the drive against Penn State, where like we just ran the ball down.
Oh, you got it for like 4 minutes ago.
Yeah. But I think he has been the best. Now that Simmons has been out, he's been the best offensive lineman we have, and I'm officially worried. And I think it's easy for outsiders to just be like, you have so much fucking talent, you'll figure it out. The offensive line was a question coming into the season. We've lost our 2 best guys. We lost our backup left tackle. Like, we're just – every time you turn on Ohio State football, there's just a lineman going down. At what point is it no longer just like plug and play with the 5-star you recruited, and you're like, well, actually, as it turns out, you do want experience. You do want guys that have been there before. And I'm worried, and I'm not super well versed in what our depth chart looks like right now, but I'm officially worried about Ohio State because that has been like a criticism of Ryan Day football, and all that is like we can't just hand the ball off and run it through the tackles and do the Penn State drive,
Yeah.
And we finally got to a point where we can do that, and then now our best lineman is out for the year. And I'm not necessarily worried about Saturday. I'm not worried about Michigan, but national title hopes become
if you run into one of these great if you run into one of these great SEC defensive lines or the Oregon defensive line again, that's an issue.
It's an issue, and I'm officially worried.
Issue. Yeah.
So I just wanted to.
Why were they practicing this time of year?
I don't know. I don't know why you practice at all.
That was dumb.
I don't know why they would practice.
Wait, going back to that.
Yes.
Why would you practice? Why would you try this time of year?
Yeah.
Did you snipe Joey Galloway's comments during the show last night? Because he's just been going on there and yapping. Whatever comes to his brain. He said, and listen, maybe Curtis Rourke, Indiana's quarterback, should sit out this game versus Ohio State because the only thing that would be keeping them out of the playoff in the case of a loss would be if their quarterback went down. Similar to what happened in Florida State last year. What say you, Brandon Walker?
Wait a second. Alley-oop. Fair or foul?
First of all, I have still not gone back and seen Joey Galloway's comments because I was live when it happened. But is he trolling? Or was he dead serious?
He's been a little Indiana hater on these shows.
This was Indiana hater?
He's been an Indiana hater on these.
Oh, sounds like committee hater.
I didn't read this as
committee hater.
I didn't watch the clip either, but when I saw that you sent it and I saw the quote, I was like, "This isn't Indiana hater. This is trolling the committee."
So he had been an Indiana hater for like the first 2 shows, and then it has turned into these comments where it's like he probably is.
Well, whether he's trolling or not, the idea that Indiana, after 100 and some odd years of football, finally gets to this moment, the biggest game in the history of the school, the biggest moment, the biggest opportunity. They got an opportunity to seize everything they ever wanted. They got one shot, one opportunity.
Will they capture it?
I don't know. But anyway, they get to this spot and they say, well, Curtis, thank you. Go ahead and have a seat on the bench. We got this from here. Is
pretty funny,
preposterous and ludicrous. But also,
kind of in line.
Also, hold on, real quick with the trolling. Could he be a little right?
No, he's probably right.
Could he be a little
probably right? So if
Rourke gets hurt and they lose, they're definitely out.
If you announce that you're benching Rourke, it's like a load management play, and we're just not going to play him because we want to make sure he's healthy. That's going to backfire and it's not going to work. But what if this is the timeline, Brandon? What if Curtis Rourke in practice this week rolls his ankle?
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was a bad roll too. We don't know. Is he going to be able to play? And then he goes and warms up against Ohio State, and then he just can't. He just can't really put weight on it and drive the football down the field. He can't when he's throwing. He can't play off it's that back ankle. That's the problem. So we're gonna for precautionary reasons sit him, and then they lose, but it'll be good next week. You might not be wrong. They're not going to.
They lost to Ohio State, but Curtis Rourke
was his ankle's fucked.
And he's good to go now.
Yeah.
Versus they lost to Ohio State 35-3, and Curtis Rourke tore his ACL in the game in the second quarter, and they're done.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's getting killed from every single angle, and Reese Davis pushed back yesterday.
Well, it's an objectively
McElroy,
stupid thing to
Booker,
say, but
I don't think it's objectively stupid. It is definitely something you cannot do. Like, Indiana cannot bench Curtis Rourke, but it is a surefire way of ensuring that they make it to the playoffs.
Don't be mad at Joey Galloway for saying the dumb
for
thing.
exploiting the system. Yeah.
Be mad at the committee and the system because this would actually work.
So, yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
It is a stupid thing.
It's an objectively stupid thing to say, but in the environment that has been created by the committee over the last couple of years, it's so stupid that it's very correct.
And we're no longer in a system that requires you to try and win every single game because you don't know if you're going to make it in if you drop one. You could drop one now and be totally fine.
What if every team that is currently in the field entered a gentleman's agreement that in their penultimate game they would bench their quarterback with an injury? So it's like, oh, man, you can't judge him off that game. He was hurt. And then they all bring their quarterbacks back in game 12 and they win their game. It's like, oh, well, those are the teams they got to be in, because – with their quarterbacks are good, and their quarterback is clearly healthy.
What if you shut up?
Maybe you shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever think about that? I'm sorry, Ebo. I know
never thought of it that way, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
Tate had a galaxy brain take, and I don't want to step on it.
Well,
I think he's going to.
None of these words make sense together.
I think he's going to blog it, but actually, I don't want to.
You want to wait for him to blog it? Do you want to ask permission from Tate?
I'm gonna. It's good.
Okay.
It's damn good.
You
heard it. You heard it.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was coming on your back.
Yeah, exactly. He's been on his troll shit as usual, but again, like this trolling, it does make sense, and he brings up a really good point.
It's very funny.
From if you were an Indiana fan.
The thing that Joe Galloway was a dumb thing. Like obviously, your competitor compete, go try to win championships. We know all this, but But one thing, the more you pay attention to college football media, the more you realize, and I say this lovingly, Brandon, all of you are so fucking stupid. And being stupid is like what you have to that's like the fundamental basis of being a college football talking head is just like throwing bullshit out there.
Yeah. Stirring
the pot. You know this. And then even the
I don't know that.
Even if you're smart, you have to pretend to be stupid. It's just like the dumbest sports journalists as a whole are the dumbest motherfuckers we have, and somehow college football sports journalists make the rest of the sports journalists look even dumb or look even smarter. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fair. It's
fair.
It's like you can't. Who is a smart measured voice in college football? Who's the voice you turn to? That's
so to me there really aren't any. There to me, you have the. You have some guys that will say dumb things. Joey Galloway's done it before. This, but then you have other guys. Most of college football media just wants everybody to like them and says that everybody's good and everybody can make the playoff and everybody, all of these things So I don't know. It's a pretty shallow pool.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
Tate, I was going to steal your. I wasn't going to steal. I said it was you, but I didn't know if you wanted to blog this and not release your Galaxy Brain idea for Indiana this weekend.
Have we talked about it yet?
I've not brought it up on the show. You
just said you had the
asking,
idea.
do you want to say it on the show or do you want to save it?
I would love to. Yeah, I'll blog it later, but say it on the show.
Okay.
And we're on the same page. We all want Indiana to make it, right?
No.
Into the playoff?
I don't care.
Well, not for like Big Ten pride and not because
I don't care.
Fresh faces. We want more bad teams to make the playoff for an easy
path. Yeah. It's
So
a great story. I like new blood. That's fun.
The people.
Continue. So this is my advice for
again. There's no reason for you to say that. You could just say you could nod along, but you go out of your way to say no.
I tell the truth.
You could have just said sure. Yeah.
So this is advice for Kurt Signetti, Indiana. Take it or leave it. I think they should forfeit the game on Saturday in Columbus. And hear me out.
Let him finish.
Before everyone jumps down my throat and like that's stupid, it's the smart thing to do. So I will talk slowly, loudly, clearly, so all the people of Indiana can understand what I'm saying.
Now, hang on a second. Hang on.
Right now, they have two options. They can play the game on the field.
Sure.
And if they play the game on the field, and what happens is they get blown out, okay, now you put the committee in a tough spot. Because the question is, you're 11-1, and the only team you've played with a pulse all year, the only ranked team you've played all year, blew you out. So now it is, do they put you in, or do they take a 2-loss SEC team that has better wins than you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically a coin flip. You go to Columbus, you get your, doors blown off, you're in a coin flip chance. Or you forfeit the game in Columbus. Do you know what happens if you forfeit in college football?
No.
NCAA rule. It goes down as a 1-0 loss. So now you can say your only loss on the season, 11-1, is a 1-point road loss to the best team in the country in Columbus. I think, and Brandon, I'm not joking when I say this, I think they jump in the rankings. How do they not hop Penn State?
Yeah.
Ohio State beat Penn State in Happy Valley by 7. Indiana's only loss would be to Ohio State in Columbus by 1.
Penn State actually played the game.
It's a great point.
Tate, you are.
It's a great point. You have to.
Tate, you are just. How do I describe you, Tate? The biggest bitch in the world. You're technically correct, and it goes.
That's all I needed to hear.
No. It goes in the books as a 1-0 victory, but it doesn't go in the books as it doesn't go in our minds as a 1-point victory. It doesn't go in our minds like that.
So it doesn't pass the eye test, you're saying. but if you look at the resume,
nobody's looking at that. The committee's not going to say.
No, the committee says they look at the resume.
Tate, the committee's not going to say, "Oh, they lost by 1 to Ohio State." They're going to say they went out like bitches. They played nobody, and then they had a chance to play somebody and prove it, and they ran with their tails between their legs.
The last team.
It's a funny idea, but it's not a real idea.
Well, okay, but it's practical too, and here's why.
It's not.
The last team to forfeit in Columbus and avoid an ass whooping went on to win 3 straight Big Ten titles and a national championship.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
there is precedent.
They didn't forfeit. They ran like bitches and hid behind a technicality. They didn't technically forfeit.
Huh.
COVID.
They didn't forfeit.
They're the first team to ever have COVID.
That game just didn't happen. It's not like
They forfeited.
you guys have a win over them for
They
it.
forfeited.
They forfeit.
They didn't forfeit.
Point being, there is precedent to show, and the committee has said that what happens, what the scores show, are what matters, not the eye test.
Thank you, Tate.
How did Dave look at this company and say, you know what we need? Another Ohio State blowhard around here just saying bullshit. How did he do that?
I thought you'd like that idea, Brandon.
I think it's a funny idea.
Yeah.
But when he started with his 1-point victory stuff.
He's not wrong. That's the problem.
The committee's not going to look at the sheet of paper and say, oh, my God, they lost by 1.
I think that the problem is he's not wrong. We should start.
You're trying to exploit the stupidity of the committee.
Inspired by Joey Galloway, we have a new segment called He's Dumb as Fuck, sure. But is he wrong? What do you think, Connor? Huh?
I mean, yeah, that argument is a troll, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what college football media is. If you're not out there just throwing dumbass shit around,
it's throwing out hypotheticals and throwing out projections and what you think is going to happen or what maybe should. It's fun. This is my favorite part of college football is these arguments and the fact that we have rankings in the first place. It's cool. I love it.
No, I mean the
subjectivity of it all.
It makes just as much sense as throwing out like, okay, what if hypothetically Indiana goes on the road and loses 77-0, and it's like, well, I mean, if we're doing that, we might as well just cover every single hypothetical out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. That was.
The NBA is finally back. Here's a way to get even more into the action following your favorite players playing Pick Six from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. It's super simple to get started. First, download. Not drownload.
Drownload.
You don't want to drownload.
Download. No, don't do that.
Download the DraftKings Pick Six app, then select 2 or more players and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat like points, rebounds, 3-pointers, and more. Track your picks for a shot at huge cash prizes. That's all there is to it. Pick Six is available in most states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Missouri, and more. And for all first-time Pick Six players, check this out. New customers play $5 and get $50 in Pick Six credits. Hoop it up all season long with the newest, most fun way to play fantasy sports, Pick Six from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick Six app now. Use code
Family.
Use code FAMILY. That's code FAMILY for new customers to play $5. Get $50 in Pick Six credits only on DraftKings Pick Six. The crown is yours. What?
No, I'm just still laughing.
Yeah. Just because we got a good opportunity right here with nothing else to talk about. Black Friday is coming up, right?
Yeah.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all that. And we have some mostly sports merch drops coming at you. I'm wearing the football shirt that is already out. He's wearing the World Champs shirt from last year's Black Friday drop, I think.
Yes.
We have some stuff coming out.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We have at least 2 shirts, 2 T-shirts. How's the hat coming? Check on the hat.
Okay.
We need a hat.
Check on the hat.
Check on that hat for us.
Yeah, check on the hat. Check on the hat. And then we have another item that is out there for your desktop, right?
I think it's going to be better than our haul from last Black Friday.
Yeah.
I think this stuff is really
It's good shit.
And we'll show it off. When should we show it off? This Friday? What?
Actually,
Yeah, what?
Cody put this on my radar.
What's on your radar?
Well, episode 300 is coming up soon.
Oh.
And I think it's like
Monday.
Is it Monday? Yeah. Fuck. I was hoping it was Tuesday, like the last show before we went out for
We just won't do a show Friday.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
skip a show and then
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's Monday. So if you wanted to do it then too. Throw a whole shebang.
Yeah.
What is?
Throw a shebang.
You want to throw a shebang?
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Like William Hung?
Like yeah.
What?
I lied. It's Tuesday.
Oh, it is Tuesday?
Today is 296. So tomorrow would be what day is today?
Wednesday.
Thursday 297, Friday 298. Yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
worked
at that.
out. Yeah, we'll
So
show
we could,
everybody on.
We could do the William Hung shebang.
We'll do the William Hung shebang. Oh, she bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Moves.
Yeah.
Shebang. Shebang.
You remember Shadazy?
Did he make that song more famous than Ricky Martin? I think he did.
I think you're thinking of Shabuzi.
No, I'm
It's
thinking
gonna
of
be the
Shadazy.
halftime
Remember
performance.
Shadazy?
Yeah, they had what was their hit?
They had Little Goodbyes.
Yeah.
Lipstick.
Yeah,
They had like 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Yeah, they were Dixie Chicks ripoff.
They were
William Hung.
trying to be the
What's it?
OG viral guy? Is he like the first guy that went viral? Because he went.
You see the original Hawk 2 is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love a William Hung podcast.
Hung and Hawk. They do a collab.
I wonder what he's up to.
How big were you on the Dixie Chicks when they came out?
Oh, dude.
Oh, me too, man.
The violin
Oh, yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Emily, I think was her name.
Yeah.
Emily.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
2 sisters, right? Natalie was the lead singer. I don't remember what.
Emily.
I think Emily. Yeah. Tall blonde.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
wide open
young
spaces.
me was finding some things out about myself.
Yeah, I was
Watching their music videos.
I was all about them.
Yeah. I'd like to
Huh?
learn more about their wide open
Huh?
spaces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And a guy like you, I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
I think you know
I got
exactly
you.
what I'm saying. Cam Jones, Marquette, is fucking awesome. I want to put him on everyone's radar. And if you're a college basketball fan, you're like, Mark, come on. I don't need this man to be put on my radar. He's going to be first team All-American. I watched the Purdue game last night. What do you mean you need you're putting him on my radar? All right, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else.
Everybody whose radar's empty right now.
If your radar's empty, Cam Jones of Marquette started his National Player of the Year campaign last night against Purdue. Had a triple-double. Purdue was ranked 6th. I think that's they're probably a little overrated, but they did just beat Alabama. And Alabama, I think very highly of, and Purdue was coming off a big win against Bama. So they were ranked 6th, and Marquette beat them last night. It's the first Purdue loss. First, here's a question for you: Is this a convoluted stat that this was Purdue had won like 39 non-conference games in a row, excluding the in-state regular season non-conference games?
No, that's a fine stat.
That's a fine stat.
Yeah,
I thought so too, but
Yeah.
then you start to say it, and you're like,
Yeah.
we're adding some qualifiers here.
Non-Big Ten regular season game.
Basically, what they're saying is they lost to
They're good in November.
They lost to Fairleigh Dickinson and UConn.
Yeah.
And other than that, they haven't lost a non-conference game. And then they finally
Forgot about
Fairleigh
Fairleigh
Dickinson.
Dickinson.
And then they finally lost to Marquette last night. But Cam Jones had a triple-double, the first triple-double since at Marquette since whom, Connor? If you had to guess, what was the last Marquette triple-double in college basketball? It would have to be college basketball if it's Marquette, of course.
Yeah.
But, I'm now just talking to buy you a little more time.
Fuck it, I'm going to say Dwayne Wade.
Holy shit, dude. I didn't know you were a college basketball guy.
Is it actually Dwayne
Yeah,
Wade?
it's Dwayne Wade. Dude, I didn't know you were – that's fucking awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
I didn't know you were locked in on ball like that.
Well,
Could have been Jimmy Butler.
I suppose.
Yeah.
But it was
Pretty
Dwayne
good.
Wade?
It was Dwayne Wade, 2003 Elite Eight against Kentucky.
I didn't know if you were pulling
Triple-double.
a Che Eminem thing on me or something, but
Oh, no, I'm not.
okay.
I would never.
Does he still?
No.
Okay.
He went back and
I
watched
would
it.
never.
Oh, okay. He doesn't. Part of him doesn't think he got it right.
No, he knows that it was, yeah.
No.
Again, I think even though
Even though he knows.
Right, even though he
feels
knows,
like
he
somehow he's going to be like, I was close, though.
he's gonna think we changed the tape a little bit to make the colors of the M&Ms different
Yeah.
than what went in his mouth.
Yeah.
No, he said in the Yak chat that like.
I need Blutman to report to the studio because I have something I need to talk to him about. Blutman, report to the studio.
Blutman, report to the studio.
You ever have that happen to you in school?
Blutman, report to the studio?
Or just like the principal of the whole school comes over and be like, Brandon Walker, please report to the studio.
Yes,
the office.
I had that happen a couple.
But that was always good, wasn't it? It's generally good.
Yeah.
Principal's
If
good.
you're in trouble,
Is that a cool- yeah,
if
is that
they
a
come
cool
Oh,
on the
thing?
PA to say your name, that's usually a good thing. It's like usually
You're
like
going home.
Your parents are here to pick you up.
Yeah.
Take you out for ice
Oh,
cream.
man.
Or like,
When you're just sitting there in the middle of class and then the thing comes on and, Miss Anderson, yes? Can you send Brandon Walker to the office to go home?
yeah.
Lottery.
Yeah. You won the
Fucking
lottery.
lottery.
Yeah. Yeah, those were fun days, man. We should have that here.
I don't think I knew that memory until you just said that.
know.
And I just looked up and I see the speaker and
The only time
do we all have the same experience with those things?
Yeah. The only time I ever got that was opening day of March Madness. My parents would do that at right around noon. They would call me out so I could go home and
So
play basketball.
we had early spring breaks in Mississippi, and it was always the Thursday and Friday always fell in spring break, so I was home anyway. It was great. It was fucking great. Spring break meant a couple days off, and then watch college basketball Thursday and Friday.
Good. That's good shit.
And that was back when basketball was basketball.
that was back when basketball was
Yeah.
basketball, dude.
Yeah.
Back in the Dwayne Wade days.
Yeah, back when a sport
Back when
was
I
a
was
sport.
in elementary school. In
Grooving was
2000
grooving.
in 2003.
Dancing was everything. I was young. Nobody's going to get this one. Nobody's getting that one. Sorry.
I got it.
Well, you got it?
Was it McGraw?
No.
Huh?
No.
I thought that was the fucking Tim McGraw, like back when
Well, it's
Coke
not.
was a Coke.
Oh, that's the worst song ever. But no.
I thought that was.
No.
Hold on, do it again.
Back when a sport was a sport. Grooving was grooving. And dancing was
Oh, yeah.
everything. And we were young and we were improving.
Yeah.
Lovin' with our friend. No?
Yeah.
You still don't get it.
Yeah, I know the song, but I don't know who sings it.
Well, who sings it?
Well, that's the part I don't know. That's the problem. I know everything there's to know about that song except who sings it.
Liam Blutman. Liam Blutman to the Mostly Sports Studio. Liam Blutman.
That's good.
Question about Purdue.
I like this.
It's off to a hot
I
start.
like this.
I was talking to a buddy of mine at the bar the other day
It
who's a Purdue guy.
took a bad turn.
Yeah.
And he was like, we have the next Zach Edey.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They're talking about Jacobson, right?
I don't know that
A
the
freshman?
fact that
I don't think he played last night.
the fact that honestly I don't know who he's talking about
Says that.
is probably a problem.
When
They
Zach
have
Edey was a freshman, was he?
No, he wasn't. So I guess maybe
No.
he's banking on they're going to develop him.
They have.
No, Jacobson got hurt. He's done.
Oh, he's
for the
done.
year, Yeah.
Did Edey overlap with one of the other tall Purdue guys at one point? Like, did he overlap with Isaac Arms?
I think he did. Haas. Did he overlap with Haas?
Haas?
Matt Harms transferred to BYU.
You know, I had an Edey jersey.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
Oh,
All
no,
those.
That's right. I got ED in jersey. That's my joke.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's fucking good. Caleb Swanigan and Travion Williams played together, maybe? Is that what we're thinking of?
Yeah,
Are you thinking of Caleb Swanigan and Travion Williams?
Zach Edey.
Can't think
Doesn't
of
look
a
like he
more
overlapped
boring
with
thing to
anything.
get bogged down in Purdue roster.
He overlapped with Travion Williams.
Travion Williams?
Yeah.
Is it Travion Williams?
We're
and Zach
bogged down
Edey?
in the most boring programs rosters.
Oh, this is important. This is very important.
Anyway, yeah,
I gotta.
And then Travion Williams overlapped with Matt Harms.
Did Travion Williams and Caleb Swanigan overlap? Because that's important. Because again, I need to make sure the message I send to Connor to send to his buddy at the bar is an accurate one.
Shout out Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just was telling me, he's like, dude, everybody shits on Purdue because of Zach Edey. We'll get ready. We're going to have another one soon. And I had never heard of Jacobson before.
So Haas and Harms overlapped.
Sure, everyone knows that.
Yeah,
I
but
was
then
asking-
and then Swanigan overlapped with Haas, but it doesn't look like
It's
Swanigan.
Swanigan and Travion Williams. Did
Yeah,
not
it doesn't
overlap.
look like they overlapped.
Okay, because I remember Travion Williams was like almost All-American good, but then he was coming off the bench for stretches because of another big guy. I couldn't remember who that big guy was. But this is good. This is very important stuff. Brandon's out.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Cam Jones is good. Watch Cam Jones. Watch Marquette. Watch they're a fun team, and Cam Jones is.
Yeah.
I think he's going to win National Player of the Year now. I've already walked back. We're 2 weeks into the season. I'm already flip-flopping on my National Player of the Year pick.
You know who's not going to win National Player of the Year? Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas, yeah.
Cam Thomas. Your second overall pick yesterday in our event, in our NBA thing that we're doing.
NBA Cup, mostly points with rebounds and assists.
Thank you very much. You picked.
Who'd you pick again?
Yeah, who'd you pick?
Blutman.
Who did you guys pick?
We, as a team, selected Cam Thomas. And then
how well did he do?
He DNP'd.
Okay, all right.
That means did not play.
Okay. What about your big guy? You picked Jokic, right?
Oh, Wemby.
Oh,
you picked Wemby.
You picked Jokic. Yeah,
oh, yeah, we picked Jokic.
Jokic is good. He's multiple MVPs.
Yeah, well, he at least
probably going to win MVP this year.
How many did he have?
I think there was a triple-double last night in the Nuggets game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
triple-double in that game.
Oh, well, good. How many did he have?
At least 10 rebounds, assists, and 10 points.
Yeah. Quit being coy with me, you little bitch.
He didn't play, Brandon.
Say it, you motherfucker.
Fucking say it.
Say it, you
I
son of a bitch.
I think Blutman has to be cut from the team. That was a 1 week, 7-day thing, and then I will be giving my pick away to either TJ or.
So who won though?
Who won? Won.
Oh, Team won.
We won.
WON.
Yeah,
we beat you guys again.
Yeah, so it's 2-0. So we have to rip off 4 in a row because we're not going to win on the points tiebreaker either.
So team 1 is 2-0. Wow, good for us.
So what are we playing for?
$1,000.
$1,000 each.
It's a $200 bonus bet for each of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which will turn into $1,000, no problem.
Yeah.
All right.
But we can still come back.
We had a cold ass white boy breakthrough last night.
Dalton Knecht? Is he talking about Dalton Knecht?
No, I'm talking about Dalton Knecht.
Fucking Knecht 4.
Yeah. I don't love that.
I don't know if I do either. I like the jersey number, and I like him leaning into that part. I don't want that to be his nickname.
But why not?
I don't want his nickname to be Connect 4.
Come with me on a journey.
Okay. Take me there.
Connect 4 is a game.
It sure is.
Right?
Yeah.
Connect is his name.
Yes.
His specialty is shooting threes.
Yes.
So is it a big leap of logic to go with jersey number 3 and call him Connect 3? It's in the family of Connect 4. It's Connect and a number, but it alludes to what he does.
But it sounds less impressive than Connect 4 because when you play Connect 4, you Connect 3 a lot.
I found it awkward last night when he hit a shot, and then he goes, the announcer's like, and he shoots for 3, and boom, Connect 4 for 3. What? Too many numbers.
That's too many numbers, yeah. But that's why I don't like his nickname being that. I want his jersey number to be that. I want him to wink at the camera and be like, "I'm number 4 because my name,
Connect,
I get it, I get it." I don't want the announcers to call him Connect 4 though.
I don't either.
I don't like that.
it as
I'm
a
with
nickname.
you on that. I don't like it. I don't like that part.
It's not a nickname that you can use in the flow of the game.
He's doing the Paul George when
PG-13.
Paul George was like, I should be PG-13.
That I love.
That's a good nickname.
Yeah.
What are others like that?
I'll look that up.
Maybe the chat's gonna have to help on this one. Because I know they're out there. Somebody's doing it for the Knicks. Somebody's. What?
Yeah, it's gonna take some digging.
George Mirasan was 77 because he was 7'7".
Yeah, okay, there you go.
But that has nothing to do with his name.
No.
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero.
I like that one.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
But he wore 0.
But then the nickname came after that has nothing to do with his name.
Oh, okay. So we're doing numbers and nicknames?
Oh, I thought that's what you were, because Paul George was like, oh, my initials are PG, I could be PG-13. And Dalton Knecht is like, my name's Knecht, I should be Knecht 4.
What was he in college?
Who else is?
Was he 4 in college?
No, he was, what was he? How do I forget this already?
I don't know. But he's not a ball guy, I guess.
Wow. There was a 1 in it.
What
What number did Dalton Knecht wear? No, there's a 5. There was a 5. He was 5. Connect 5. He was
AK-47, AR-15.
Oh, AK-47.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's the one.
AR-15. I knew Anthony Richardson was the one I was thinking of. Anthony Richardson.
Was that Austin Reeves?
Oh, who's AR?
Who's AR-15?
I thought that was Anthony
Richardson, right?
Yeah.
Who's Austin Reeves?
Oh.
Well, he also plays for the Lakers. They can't have 2 of them. Can they have 2 of them?
I thought when you said AR-15, I thought you were talking about Austin Reed.
I thought you were talking about Anthony Richardson.
So I guess we got 2 AR-15.
Well, AK-47 is definitely Andre Kirilenko.
I think AR-15 should be Austin Reed. He's the guy that's going to be playing professional sports at this time next year.
I don't know. Anthony Richardson pretty good last week.
BJ6.
What?
Ronnie James.
BJ6.
There was another report about him yesterday.
PS2.
Who's 2?
Patrick Surtain.
Oh,
yeah,
PS2. That's right. We talked about that.
I don't know. I feel like he should have gone.
He wears jersey number 2.
Yeah, but he should change it to 5 and be PS5, and then get some branding opportunities.
But he's the second. He's PS2
Fuck.
because then he would be PS2 5.
But he's
and
probably.
when PlayStation.
I doubt he's ever even played a PS2.
When PlayStation 25 comes out, that would be a good move to be PS2 5.
Yeah, but he'll be dead by then. Our PlayStations are going a little slower than
Was Dalton Knecht number 3 at Tennessee?
Wasn't he?
Didn't you think PlayStations would go a little faster?
I thought we'd have a new one every year.
Yeah, like PlayStations. It's let's see, PS1 was like mid-90s, PS2 was like 2001, something like that.
Yeah.
And now here we are, 2024. We're just a PS5.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be at like PS10 by now.
I think PS2 was too good, and they were like, we don't need to.
Yeah.
Did they sit on PS2 for a while?
They sat on PS4 for a while, right?
Sat on PS4 for a while. Did PS3 come out?
What's the lifespan of every
Yeah.
PS? Okay, that list doesn't tell us. Yeah, it does. PlayStation 94. All right, but some of these
set on PS. Just look at the main ones.
Some of these are Japanese numbers. Like PlayStation 94. I don't think anybody could buy it 94. It was more like 95, 96.
PS2 was 2000. Okay. PS3 was 06. So that was a 6-year.
6 year. All right, so
and then PS4 was a 7-year run. Yeah.
7, and then PS4 to PS5 was 7 years.
7 years.
So they're going every 7 years now.
Looks like it's very consistent, actually. Every 6 or 7 years?
Have we heard rumblings of PS6?
No.
Okay.
Can I? May I?
Please.
Crazy prediction?
Sure.
I think we might hear about a PS6 coming out in like 2026, 2027.
Like 7 years after the.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. What's Nintendo doing?
Here.
They just recently released a fucking alarm clock or something.
Because Nintendo threw the Switch at these hoes and changed everything.
Nintendo just dropped an
The
alarm
Switch
clock.
is awesome.
There's Switch 2 rumors.
The Switch is almost too good because like
what do you do now?
They don't want to. Yeah, where do you go from here? It's like kind of a perfect console.
Yeah.
But at the same time, its computing power isn't great, right? Isn't that the knock on the Switch that it can't? Because some of these games come out and they don't come out on Switch because it like can't handle the graphics.
Yeah, it's more of like a family game type thing.
That's kind of always been Nintendo's lane a little bit. Like the Wii was like that.
Yeah.
Switch 2 rumors though.
The Switch.
I fucking love the Switch. I love it so much.
Me too. Thanks, Mark.
Did anybody ever buy a Wii U?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did buy it.
Yeah, but the Wii U is kind of like ahead of its time in a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But without the Wii U, we probably don't have the Switch the way it is.
Terrible name for a console, Wii U.
Yeah, Wii U. I don't like that.
We really tried to do the whole handheld stick thing for a while. Like
everybody released one. PlayStation had
the
Wii made PlayStation do the PlayStation Move and Xbox do the Kinect, which that was the biggest fail of all time, I think.
Could you play Kinect 4 on the Kinect?
Probably. But the Xbox Kinect was famous for not working on African-American people at the beginning because they thought they were shadows.
Oh.
Microsoft Kinect.
That's
tough.
There was like
that's a tough one.
News reporters trying to demonstrate it on television, and it wouldn't pick them up.
It just wouldn't.
On camera.
Yeah.
That was a tough look for Microsoft when that first dropped.
Yeah. That's
I got Madden on the Wii back in the day.
That's tough.
Unplayable.
You can't do it.
You can't be buying the sports games on the Wii.
It also wasn't the regular game. It was like a more cartoony, arcadey
Nintendo's
Madden game.
Could you just sit on the couch and play the Wii? I've never once played the Wii other than just
turn it
stand up
sideways,
and
then they had the sticks you could add too.
Depending on the game,
that seems like an awful control design to hold
it's
that
just
stick.
all it was it just feels like a old Nintendo controller.
Did it really?
Yeah, a little thicker, but it wasn't that far off.
When you guys would play like home
Show
run.
me a Wii controller.
I played MLB Power Pros on there like
pull up
that.
the OG Wii controller.
If you were playing Home Run Derby and just Wii Sports or something like that, did you ever tape the stick, the remote, to an actual wiffle ball bat and then swing the wiffle ball bat?
No,
they had the attachments and stuff.
So you're talking the I see now.
You turn it sideways, and that's just
but that's what I like. That sucks. If that was like the
some bitch sideways.
That's like the default.
Did any of y'all ever try to do something and throw the controller? Because I threw it directly into the ceiling fan once.
Many a time, yeah.
I was making a backhand on Wii tennis.
Dude, if you strapped up,
yeah,
what a pussy bitch move that is.
Yeah, I will
Hang
never.
on, guys, don't start yet. I'm still trying to strap up.
I will never strap up a Wii controller.
Also, they did
strapping up.
They did the reminder every time.
Yeah.
They're like, make sure you strap it.
Come on.
They did that reminder, and then for some reason the Wii would also like ask you to go outside. If you played it for like an hour, they'd be like, "Why not take a break? Go outside for like."
Touch grass.
Don't you want me to? Yeah.
That was the original touch grass.
My car does that when I'm on long trips. It'd be like, "You should stop and get some coffee." I'm like, "Fuck you, we're going."
Your car tells you that?
Yeah, car will be like, "Hey, maybe take a break."
Yeah, this.
I hate that.
You could pause the game and take a break. What? Like, I'm paying you to play.
Yeah.
But at that point,
Shut the fuck up and do your job, will you?
Yeah. Load up another fucking game of bowling.
What man?
Brandon.
Listen, you've had some great moments at this company. But Cam Thomas as your number 2 pick yesterday was unbelievable. That was awesome. Good stuff.
Good shit, Blutman. Round of applause for...
You guys could have chosen anybody, and you steamrolled your team, and you said, Connor, Ebo, get on my back. It's going to be Cam Thomas.
Didn't you guys take someone who didn't play unexpectedly?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We did twice. Who took Wemby?
We took 3. You had 3. 3 that didn't play.
Who's the third?
Jokic.
Jokic didn't play either.
I told you guys pregnant.
He's not pregnant.
What?
You argued the exact opposite. You said they had the kid and he'll be back.
I did say they had the kid. Nonetheless, Cam Thomas wasn't even our worst pick.
You picked him
tied
second.
for the worst.
You picked him
3
second.
triple zeros. That's a recipe for disaster. That one's on us. Next time we'll really analyze the board and maybe take a guy like Dalton Knecht.
Blutman.
That surely would have been a pick that would have been made fun of.
Blutman, 10-second answers, okay? Is the Big 12 going to make the playoff?
Predicting no.
Okay. 10-second answer. Is Connor Bedard okay?
Connor Bedard's okay. Do you see a new uniforms for Winter Classic?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sick. I need them bad. I need one bad. The Blues one is not good. No, I've already started talking, so the clock.
Yeah.
I like the Blues one.
You like the Blues? I like. Show the Winter Classic uniform.
Mixed reactions. A lot of people saying this is boring.
Yeah, it's a little plain for me. It's when you see the Blackhawks one, and you see like that's
kind of reminds me of like
that is fucking sick.
That's great. Great gloves.
The Blues is too much like Napa know-how.
I truly think the Blackhawks have the best uniforms in sports.
They're up there. Personal opinion.
What are these? These are alternates, or these throwbacks, or these?
They're throwbacky feels. But it's like new look.
They're fake throwbacks.
No, I wouldn't even call them fullbacks.
Your opinion, please. You just watched a football game at Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Your sight lines were an issue.
They were.
What do you think about going to a hockey game at Wrigley Field?
I feel like it might be better because it's a smaller area, and
you need to be high.
The rink will fit nicely inside. They won't have to,
Where are they putting
really
it? Are they putting it dead in the middle?
Squeeze it in there.
I went to.
Or are they putting it by the bleachers?
So I feel like it should be better
at Yankee Stadium, and there was just a lot of room, like between what would be second base and center field. Like that was just unused space.
Yeah.
I sat behind home plate in like the upper deck, and I thought it was awesome because I was kind of just like over top of the ice.
Yeah.
Mark, if you'd like to go Friday, January 3rd, college hockey at Wrigley Field, Ohio State, Michigan at 4, and then Penn State, Notre Dame at 7:30.
I'm going to speak for Mark. We're going to that.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to that.
I'll be there.
You're going?
I'll be there, yeah.
I'll be there then. I'll be more there than you're there.
It's the college.
Us three will go. I don't think Blutman's going to want to go. He's not really a hockey guy. So, but us three can go.
Yeah, they're coming to Wrigley.
Blutman?
Big Ten.
Yep.
What's Wrigley Field up to?
Oh, they're
what are they up to?
Oh, Wrigley Field's
what are they doing?
Doing some work. Doing some work.
What do we got cooking? What do we're hosting hockey games and football games and
you know what? I'll just say it. I was gonna save this. They've got they have the Northwestern Ohio State football game.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Winter Classic, and in February, Mostly Sports will be hosting a live podcast from the pitcher's mound of Wrigley Field. Mostly Wrigley is happening in 2024.
Yep.
We will be selling tickets very soon.
Yep.
But I can't wait. I'm so excited.
It'll be fun. It will be very fun.
Yeah. How'd you pull this off, Connor?
Connect 4.
2025.
That doesn't really.
It doesn't make any sense.
Dalton Knecht didn't really. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
You got the connects. Are we pointing out my pants?
These are cool pants.
Yeah, so I got these pants.
You also put them on as soon as you got them yesterday. Right?
Yeah. Well, so I got them because I got wet on the yak.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they feel really comfortable. And my jeans, my only pair of jeans, are still wet from the show. I had to put them in the wash and everything. So I just decided to run back these.
Dudes will really just have one pair of jeans.
Yeah. I need to get a new pair.
You don't really need more than one or two, I don't think.
Yeah. Could I say something real fast?
No, I'd rather you
Please?
not.
I'm gonna step in right here one time. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
I wanted to apologize because yesterday on the show when we were talking about all the Embiid stuff, I said that Kyle Neubeck was the one.
You really went after Neubeck.
Who I didn't go after, but I did say I got him confused with Keith Pompey. I said that Neubeck was the one who said that Embiid punched the reporter. He was the guy pushing back against that. Neubeck was saying that didn't happen.
He was saying the exact opposite.
It was Keith Pompey who put out that initial report.
Oh.
So I talked to Kyle yesterday, and
you just roll your anger over to Keith Pompey?
No. There was no anger. I was just pointing out in the moment, like sometimes you got to let stuff breathe. But yeah, that was disrespectful.
So you were trying to call out Kyle Neubeck for getting the story wrong. And
no, I was not.
And by doing that, you yourself.
Well, yeah, you were.
I was getting 4-on-1 attacked. And I was trying to pump the brakes on everything because the news was just dropping. And I said, hey, let it sit for a little bit. And accidentally, I got Kyle Neubeck confused with Keith Pompey. And that that is something that I should not have done because it was damaging to Kyle's reputation. And I apologize. And it turns out Kyle, I was talking to my buddies, apparently he's I think he's a Hapro Horsham product. I think he's a hatter. So.
What did he say?
What was that?
Did you sneeze?
Did you get possessed for there for a second?
What
was the name? What did you say?
Speaking in tongues.
Hapro Horsham High School. Hatters.
What?
The guy,
what is that word you're saying?
Remember with the Washington? Was it?
No, the Abe Lincolns.
Yeah.
The Washington Abes, the Lincoln Abes.
Yeah, but Hapro Horsham is in Montgomery County, and it's a...
Still never got any Lincoln Abes merch, which is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
But anyway, apologies to Kyle. I just wanted to...
we need to...
That was fucked up of me to do.
We need to do a little mostly sports business right here, because I don't know who... Raise your hand if you have the ability to tweet from the Mostly Sports Twitter account. Wow, 3 hands. And I assume beyond those walls, there's a 4th hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right before the show, there was a meme tweeted from the account. Can you please show us that meme? Yes. When you're a little overstimulated, but you're just a chill guy, and it has that cartoon guy standing on the couch. And that's a meme that Connor said. I said, what the fuck is that? He said, that's a meme. Mark, are you willing to sit here and allow our Mostly Sports Twitter account to be used like this?
What is that?
It's a meme that's been going around Twitter. I don't understand.
What is the meme
fully.
though?
Did you tweet it?
I did not tweet it.
What do you call that meme? What is the
guy?
Ebo, did you tweet it?
I planted the seed of.
Ebo, did you tweet it?
I did not tweet it. I did not hit.
TJ, did you tweet that?
No.
It's like House of the Dragon. Did you speak it?
No, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Are you also a Game of Thrones nerd?
Yeah.
House of Dragon's ass though?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That scene between
So I'm not going to pick.
Well, I
Damon and Viserys.
I can't figure you out.
Season 1, episode 1.
Because you are a ball nerd.
Yeah.
You're ball above all, right?
Yep.
And you don't watch any movies. You don't watch anything except
I'll
sometimes.
watch a movie if it's good.
Sometimes you have
sometimes.
but you're also a Game of Thrones nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. Cody, get the fuck in here.
Get your ass in here.
Come on out.
Come on.
I'd say League of Legends more nerdy than Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to say that. You just volunteered that.
I'm just honest guy. Faker, one of the GOAT athletes.
Is that still going on?
Certainly not an athlete.
No. Faker won.
Not an athlete. He plays video games.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting, because last year, 2023, he was out for a few months with a wrist injury. Seems like it is an athletic game.
League of Legends.
Yep.
What are you trying to do in League of Legends?
It's not something to explain.
They also
better off just moving on.
They also peak at like 23 years old or something.
Yeah, that's
and then
why it's so fascinating that Faker's still going and winning titles. He's 28.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's like normal athletes, you know.
Blutman, make some room on the O.J. Simpson Memorial.
Get cozy, boys.
Yeah.
You could also move that.
The box doesn't have to
why
stay
is the
there.
box-
That thing's coming down, by the way.
The bench.
The bench, yeah.
It's being held up by those empty boxes.
Cody,
Because Connor refuses to fix it.
you tweeted a meme from a.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. Brandon, you were saying?
Go on.
No, you have it.
What the fuck is that? Why'd you look at your phone for that too? You had to
Yeah, why,
60%,
why were you? What are you?
You had to
you
read-
read off your phone to say now the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
You tweeted a meme from our account this morning, correct?
Yes.
First of all, just answer the question for the audience. Who are you?
Cody.
Okay. What does this mean? What does it mean?
Yeah. So great meme, hot in the streets right now. Me and Ebo were cooking up.
Everybody says it's hot in the streets. Everybody says it's going around. What does it mean?
What is it? What is it? Who is that?
You just must not be a chill guy, because if you're a chill guy, you know the chill guy
My
meme.
new character, his whole deal is he's a chill guy that low-key doesn't give a fuck.
Kind of like Blake.
Yeah. So who? But again, who is he?
And
I don't
why is
know.
he?
What does he
Where'd
have
he
to
come
do with
from?
this show and this couch?
The chill ass guy.
Just trying to relate the memes to the
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Big
'Cause
part.
it could unlock a new audience. People
Yeah.
know the meme. They don't know the show. They see that.
It's a big part of
You've
social
never
strategy.
made a meme in your life, and you're trying to criticize a meme.
No, I haven't made a meme. I will not make a meme, but I can appreciate a good meme, and I can also disappreciate a meme that makes no sense on the Mostly
Nah.
Sports Twitter account. What
Nah,
are you doing?
You're unk.
let's
You're
meme this
you're
guy.
being real unk right now.
I'm turning you into a meme right now, Brandon.
Yeah.
Don't turn me into a meme.
Turn him into a meme.
Don't you turn me into a meme.
Let me pull up Mematic.
Yeah. Live meme. Live meme.
All right,
No.
Yeah.
you better meme in the next. You got 3 minutes
No.
to meme.
Okay.
3 minutes to meme.
So am I good here?
I'm scared and confused.
Well, if you're so critical of the memes, I think you should have to come up with a funnier meme than that.
What if we just didn't tweet him?
Google, pull up best memes. I'm gonna do a meme right now.
You're gonna meme too?
I'm gonna do a meme. I want to do a meme, but I need the templates. Give me the best memes. Give me some good memes. I want to do one.
Wait, pull up Hawk to his Twitter.
Undertaker and AJ. That's a good one. Fucking. Okay, could we do college football something with Undertaker and AJ?
What's your
Love
idea?
it.
Wait, no, it's his meme. Is there?
I'm not doing it. He's doing it.
Okay, I need to see.
But if he's got an idea, we need to hear his idea. What's your idea?
It's just Brandon and Mark trying to have a good mostly sports show, and then behind them is Cody.
Oh,
memes
yeah.
on the Twitter
Yeah,
account. This
that's
is
good.
my show now.
That's good. Yeah. Mostly sports.
The tweet did well.
Mostly sports.
Yeah,
Trying to put out good shit, and then Cody. And
it's
then
50
Undertaker's
likes and
Cody.
1 retweet.
433 likes.
There's no way.
That's you gotta get those rookie numbers, man.
So your qualm is that I shouldn't tweet that?
What's your qualm?
Yeah. What's the point?
State
of
your
this?
qualm.
I just thought it was for a show featuring a 45-year-old man and a 42-year-old
I'll
man
delete it.
to just do a meme like that neither of us understand. I don't
That
know.
says more about you guys. You got to.
There we go. There's my meme.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's so fucking good.
That's instantaneous,
it's-
Brandon.
But I'm not doing anything. I'm just
Can we tweet that out from the Mostly Sports account, the
Yeah,
blank
just do it.
version of this, and say make your own meme?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
That's good.
I will do that.
That's
I will
so
do
fucking
that.
good. Because it's so true, dude. If
Yeah.
you nut and she keeps sucking, you do be like that.
I wasn't even making a face.
What does the name Bad Luck Brian mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah.
It was like fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah, I mean that should have been when he was in his meme prime. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, do a Bad Luck Brian.
He said
Can we
bad
do-
look.
It's
Bad luck.
luck.
Bad luck.
Bad Luck Brian.
Yeah, do like Indiana football, have the best season ever
Missed the play.
and miss the play. Oh my God, dude, can you imagine? Oh, shit, that's such bad luck. Have the best season ever and miss the playoffs.
Do you know the one
Still
does
miss
not
the playoffs.
simply guy? One does not
Yeah.
simply meme.
I regret
There's
this.
another character.
I regret bringing this up.
What about the baby with the fist? Remember the baby with the
yeah,
fist?
dude, he was so good. That was like fucking
Hell yeah.
hell yeah guy. Hell yeah, baby.
Well, this
This
was
is-
productive.
This is good.
Family.
Who was that?
What? He
So-
didn't even finish announcing the starting lineup.
So full transparency.
Yeah, if he's going to do that, he should have to do the whole.
We were watching clips before the show not too long ago of the 1990s, but
Yeah.
like the 98, 97, whatever Bulls starting lineup. And we're just reminiscing watching those old YouTubes. And I told Cody, I was like, it would be very funny if at some point down the road, like months from now,
Yeah.
we're doing the show. If you just walked in, interrupted us, and ripped off the entire
Yeah.
98 Bulls starting lineup, and he was like, "I'm on it. I'm gonna memorize it." And then I guess we got a taste of that today.
All right.
But he was reading off his phone, and he read one line.
he read one line. Working through an idea. Show 300. We're dropping our merch on Tuesday. It's our last show before Thanksgiving. I think he has to introduce us like the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He has to.
And now,
Yeah, the starting lineup.
starting lineup.
Yeah.
For your mostly sports.
And we can't get the song, but we can get maybe something close, a royalty-free.
Yeah.
You know what? Just any royalty-free song. It might just not even be a rock and roll song. It might just be
the man in the middle.
Mm-hmm. From San Francisco.
Was Luke Longley.
Oh, yeah. Well, earlier it was Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright.
Yeah.
The man in the middle.
From Central Arkansas. I like the way he said Central Arkansas.
From North
There you go.
Carolina.
Yep.
At guard.
Mm-hmm.
6'6". You know who it is, Blutman?
Who is it?
Kendall Marshall.
NBA news last night, the undefeated dream season for the Cleveland Cavaliers was ended. It was actually a fun game though. They put up a
They fought
great fight.
back.
They were down by a lot. They fought back. Compelling ending. It was, as far as regular season basketball goes, that was pretty fucking good.
So are they going to win
But-
again?
Yeah, what if this starts the
15
losing
and 67?
Yeah, maybe that's it for them.
But the Celtics are
the Celtics
officially
are-
playing with their food.
Yeah, and Porzingis is still out, and
I forgot he even existed.
yeah, he'll come back for the playoffs, and he's just not going to play.
Isn't that what he did last year?
Yeah,
he just chilled the whole year.
Chilled, and is like, oh yeah, I'll play.
And then, like in the first round of the playoffs, he's like, "Oh yeah, we have this 7-footer that can
yeah.
drop 25."
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's somewhere between our first and sixth best player, and we're not really sure.
Yeah, some nights he's our first, some nights he's our
Yeah.
sixth.
Are you guys talking about Kristaps Porzingis or Joel Embiid?
Oh,
No, because he never is the first best player these days. He's never.
So he's somewhere between the second and sixth.
I have an idea for the Sixers.
more like fourth and sixth.
I have an idea for the Sixers. I was thinking about this. The Sixers should trade Joel Embiid and get a bunch of picks. They should build around, because they're kind of semi-tanking right now. They fucking suck, dude. And Joel Embiid's not going to play much this year. And even if they do put all their eggs in this year's basket and are like, you know what, let's turn this thing around. Let's forget the sitting Joel Embiid out on back-to-backs thing. Let's like go all in and figure out a way to make these playoffs. You're not winning the title this year. You know that, Connor, right?
You don't go all in and get Paul George if you're not trying to win a title.
But
I still don't think Paul George is the missing piece. I've been on record.
There's been a material change,
months.
though. At the start of the year, that was
Yes.
the attitude. At this point, maybe you readjust expectations. So I'm saying we trade Joel Embiid. We get a bunch of draft picks. We maybe you trade Paul George too, get a bunch of draft picks. This year's draft is fucking loaded. Tank now. Tank for this year's draft. Get Ace Bailey. Get Dylan Harper. Get Con Knipple maybe. Get who else? VJ Edgecombe. Maybe you fuck around and win the lottery and you get Cooper Flagg.
Maybe you do.
All right. Now stick with me, because I understand this could be confusing for Sixers fans. I think you build around the young guys, Jared McCain. You build around Tyrese Maxey. You build around, let's say, just for argument's sake, let's say it is Cooper Flagg. But here's the thing. I think next year you tank again, because next year's class, very good. You get another really high draft pick. And at this point, you got to think you're going to hit on one of these guys. You understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
And I think one of these guys, between Cooper Flagg, maybe it's one of the Boozer boys next year. The class, or maybe you get AJ DeBan. Can you imagine AJ DeBanson and Cooper Flagg? And then you get another top. I think you just continue to do that. You keep loading up, and all the picks you get for Joel Embiid, all the picks you'll get for Paul George, load up on draft picks, take a bunch of swings, and just go for it, and hope that you're not even hoping that you hit on all of them. Just hit on like one of them. And I think that's a great fucking plan for the Sixers moving forward. I think that's
how many
what they
years
should
is
do.
this across?
6 to 10, somewhere in there. Like do a 6-year plan. I call it the plan.
What,
the plan.
You're not signing up for the plan right now?
Do the plan, dude.
Trust the plan.
Trust the plan.
It sounds good.
Your thoughts, Connor?
A Maxey and McCain backcourt does have me feeling really nicey. But you can't. No, this whole tank. We already tanked. We already tanked.
You can't.
This is it.
You know
this
what you
is the
can't
window.
do is you can't.
You're 2-11, by the way.
I understand that. We're fucking up the window, but this was supposed to be.
But you can't. What you really can't do is like go all in on this year at this point just to get the 6th seed and lose in the first round, and then not even get a good draft pick and a loaded draft. This draft is so good.
But we already.
This draft is so good.
Can I make an argument in favor of the 76ers?
No.
Please?
Okay.
Okay. Outside of the Celtics, they're maybe having the best season in the NBA because no one else has a chance outside of the Celtics, and therefore they're actually doing the right thing, which is not giving a fuck in a year where no one can win but the Celtics.
So you're saying the Celtics are so much a certainty to win it, why try?
Certainly in the East.
Brandon, DraftKings has priced the Celtics to three-peat at 9-1. You can bet them
three-peat?
Right now.
They've only one-peated so far.
There's only one Pete.
Correct, Brandon.
Where are the other 2 Pete's coming from?
They are priced at 9-1 to win this year and next year's NBA championship. Do you know how many teams have shorter odds than that in the NBA to win this year's championship?
3.
It's 2. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Boston Celtics. That's it. Everyone else has worse odds to win this year than the Celtics do to three-peat, according to the sportsbook.
Yeah, Connor, something to think about.
Everyone should quit.
The plan?
Everyone should quit. So do the plan, dude. It's a good plan. This draft is very good. You don't want to miss out. The next year's draft.
He doesn't. I can see it in his eyes. He doesn't want to do the plan.
Fine. You know what? Be stuck in purgatory.
Yeah, fine. You're 2-11 with a bum as your best player. A fucking bum. A bum. A B-U-M bum.
Joel Bumbeed.
Were you yawning when you said
you
that?
yawned.
Yeah.
He doesn't watch the association.
Yes, he does. He loves the association.
He said he's not an association guy.
Well, he doesn't like the association. You know what we need to get more off of? No, I didn't say that right. You know what we get to more... Can you read that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and... I don't know what you were saying, Brandon, but I have a question for you. You know what we all need to get more of?
Yeah.
Off our ass. With bold flavors and a refreshing citrus kick, Mountain Dew will get you off your ass. And having you feel like you're on an actual mountain, a mountain where the weather is always perfect, your friends are ready to hang, a day of epic proportions awaits, and maybe the local Taco Bell on your campus is being shut down, and you have to cause a scene to make sure...
show up and make an ass of yourself that will live on the internet forever.
Make sure they don't close it or do close it, but your voice is heard as they do close it. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on your hypothetical mountain. Here's what I do know. The mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold. And do the do. Do the do. Blubman, your boy at Charlotte, gone. Out.
Yeah, Biff, gone.
Gone.
I wouldn't call him my boy. I think he was America's boy, but
I was never. He was trying too hard, I think.
I don't think maybe he was trying too hard.
He was trying too hard to be
Biff.
everybody's bro.
That was just Biff. That man loved football and nothing else.
But he wanted to play a role of, look how much of a football guy I am. Look what I'm wearing.
You think he was a billionaire trying to cosplay as an everyman?
Kinda, yeah. I feel like he was that.
Did you know he got expelled from 9 different high schools when he was a student?
That's not a good stat.
That's crazy stat, though.
That's a criminal.
Said it was good.
That's a criminal.
That's a wild stat.
You can't get expelled from 9 to... No, first of all, that's also a lie.
There's no way that's
a lie.
Graphic.
I don't care if you got a graphic.
Give me 5.
He did not get expelled from 9 high schools.
Give me 5.
And then to be like he goes on to graduate college? Like, no, none of this.
Blubman, you're going to have to put this in meme form for Brandon to understand.
It's
the meme thread is already
kicking.
When you get expelled when you get expelled from 9 different high schools, and then
Blubman, I believe that factoid is out there. What I don't believe is it's a fact.
It's actually not a fact. I was wrong. You'll see.
He backed down quickly on that, I think.
Yeah.
Are y'all just all crafting memes? Why are all the phones out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Slightly.
TJ, I think the meme thread's already cooking if you want to look at it.
The meme's on the way to your text.
What's your best meme you can make with this photo? Again, that's just a photo. I'm not really doing anything.
When you're on your back
porch and you see a fast.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That's so true.
But again, I'm not making a face. I'm just looking.
No, but Brandon,
that is the face you made when you saw the squirrel, probably.
Oh, I was in wonderment when I saw the squirrel.
Yeah.
The feeling when it's 3-9-25. Yes, please. Thank you.
Good, yeah.
3-9-25.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Can't fucking wait.
I also was on my phone because
What do you think my first rewatch was?
Before 2024 ends, anybody want to admit they gotta? Oh, that's good. I get it.
That is good.
No, you don't. no, you don't.
So funny.
Explain the joke.
You get it.
You get it. Come on, man.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck it.
You get it.
You fucking with me? Forget about it. Top text diarrhea.
Is that you, Blutman?
No, but that's
good.
something that would come from my heart.
I know you love the top text, bottom text.
When you realize Colorado has a path, this is good.
Yeah.
These are good memes, guys.
We got a creative, audience. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. Mommy.
Yeah.
I'm not even excited.
You're stunned.
Yeah. You and Mom made pizza rolls?
I was partially on my phone because I received breaking news. Madden has animated the Saquon reverse hurdle. You can now reverse hurdle in Madden.
Do they have?
Can we see it?
I'll send it to Teach.
I mean, this is.
Yep.
That's good.
I like how they stretched this one out and put it on the white background.
I mean, I want to see it, but is it going to be cooler than the actual play? No, right?
But I think it'll be pretty cool. I think it's worth watching.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, why?
That's it.
That's cool.
You get it?
3 chill guys.
That's not even our couch.
It was.
No?
Yeah, in that studio.
That's this studio.
I'm trying to anticipate how cool this is going to be.
That was this.
No, it's not. There's nothing on the wall.
This is the best one.
That's a damn good one.
That is.
Titus, can you explain the joke to me? Real
Yeah,
quick?
dude. 2024 is about to end. We're coming to the end of 2024. So you only have so much time to admit you gotta,
It's got a what?
Like it says what it says right there.
I just DM'd TJ the Saquon reverse hurdle. I love that meme. Shout out to
better be good.
They stitched it together with the actual play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like the full thing.
It's not gonna be good.
Nah, it's not that great.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and it's
next slide. Yeah, perfect. Right here.
All right, so here's the this is on Madden.
Yeah,
well, that's the play. That's Madden. It looked pretty good.
It did look pretty cool.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they did a good job. It's just like the real play was a real person.
Better.
So
and that looks cool until you do it, and then the other guy hit sticks you, and you fumble every single time, and then you're sad and upset.
No.
What do you know?
No, it's cool they put that in the game.
What do you know about football video games, Blutman?
Just a guy. Got my schemes.
You see the Jay Leno thing?
Yeah, is he okay?
What happened?
Also, he fell down at a Hampton Inn. What's he doing at a Hampton Inn?
Jay Leno said he was like 30 minutes outside Pittsburgh and didn't want to walk a mile and a half to a restaurant, so he tried to walk down a hill, and he fell down the hill, like a 30-foot hill, and like fucked himself up super bad.
But he only hurt his face?
And he broke his hand. But what the fuck is Jay Leno doing walking a mile and a half to a restaurant 30 minutes outside? It's a bizarre story.
At a Hampton Inn.
He said he was staying at a Hampton Inn.
He very famously owns thousands of cars.
And it's worth $500 million.
Drive one of those cars, Jay. Why
he stole Conan's money.
Look how fucked up he is.
On earth happened
Jesus.
to Jay Leno? Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy shit.
Jay Leno is all bruised up.
His whole fucking left side is bruised.
His eye is swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
I broke my wrist, lost the nail on the finger, and then I'm all black and blue.
The comedian
Go home.
He fell down a
What are you doing, Jay?
hill.
Look at this hill.
A local restaurant before his show decided to take a shortcut
It's good
down
reporting.
the hill. Not a good idea. This is believed
Go
to
to
be
the scene.
steep incline.
What the fuck is...
Jay, what are you doing? Jay, don't do that.
Nobody goes down those hills, Jay.
Jay, no.
It's a cliff. Jay Leno?
Go back to... Can I see Jay again? Can we meme that? Is there a way to meme it? Is there... When they take the Tonight Show from you for 2 months? I don't think it has to be...
I've never hated a man more than I hated Jay Leno in that moment in time.
I hated Jay Leno always.
I didn't hate him before, but I hated him when he fucked Conan.
When he got the Tonight Show in the first place.
Yeah.
When I was...
Do you want a Letterman?
When I was definitely alive for that.
You were. 93.
I wasn't alive in 93, dude. Come on. You think I was around for
Yeah, you were.
There's no way.
You were driving in 93.
Come on.
Forget about it, Cut.
93. Like, I'd be alive. That'd make me over 30 years old, Brandon. Come on. It's fucking crazy. Anything else before we go, Blutman?
What's on Brandon's arm?
I don't know. He does some dumb shit every day.
He
does some. Brandon's on some dumb shit.
Where's your meme? We're over time here. It's lunchtime.
Nine on me.
Who is Biff? How do you say his last name?
Poggi. Expelled from 8 schools before 11th grade. No.
It's real.
So you wrote meme on it and you thought it was a meme?
I put a little
and you
arrow in a circle. I didn't have time. I was going to put a smiley face. But 8 before 11th grade.
Your homework for tonight is to come back tomorrow with the meme.
Okay.
His or everybody's?
No, Blutman, because that wasn't a good meme.
Okay, well, I
know you. So I'm going to give you time.
A good meme.
I'm going to give you time. You have like 24 hours.
Thank you, Mark Eyes. I'll figure it out.
Bring a good
meme. What do you
tomorrow.
want it to be about?
Anything. No parameters.
All right, the meme's already done. You just don't know it yet.
All right, hell yeah, can't wait to see it. All right, that's the show. See you guys tomorrow.
That's how ball is done.
Brandon, also, Biff can tweet.
Family.